I'm Brad Thomas from The Experience, and today I'm going to be teaching you some regex, also known as regular expressions. So the first question we have to ask is, what are regular expressions? Regular expressions are used to find patterns that will find strings of text that we can put into elements, and elements are containers that contain text or attributes. So for setup, first we're going to press Control F to open up our Finder window, and we're going to be looking for a case. We're going to be checking off case-sensitive, wraparound, regular expression, and we're going to have dot matches all off for reasons I'll show you a little bit later. Okay, so the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to be adding a root element on this. So I'm just going to call this sonnets, and this is our opening tag. And then I'm just going to move down here and add the closing tag. So notice how the square changed from red to green. This is stating that this is well-formed XML. So the first thing I'm going to do when tagging up this document is I'm going to press Control F, and I'm going to look for ampersands. And if there's any ampersands here, I'm going to be changing it to amp because it conflicts with the XML syntax. I'm also going to look for the less than and equal signs, which since I added so I don't want to change any of these because these are part of the tags themselves. So then I want to look for the greater than sign as well, and this would be changed to for the less than it'd be ampersand LT, and for the greater than it'd be ampersand GT. Alright, so for now, the first step of actually marking up, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting in dot plus. So dot plus, and what this is doing is, so the dot's looking for anything that's not a digit, is looking for any like character that we can look for, and then the plus is one or more. So we're looking for one or more characters, and this is matching every line of text, and then we wrapped around in parentheses because this is a capture group that we're going to be keeping. So now I'm going to add in line, which is an opening tag. And then I'm going to be pressing /1, and what this does is it allows us to keep what we want. So then I could just find all again, and then I replace it, and then everything's wrapped up in line elements now. But I don't want everything wrapped up in lines. So now the next step I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking up. I want to look up where the I want to mark up the. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be using this command known as line/ss in a capturing group IVXCL plus and then line. So what this is doing is it's looking for a line element, like a line opening tag, then /s/s. So it's looking for two white spaces, since we have two white spaces in between here. And then we're using a character case in a capturing group. So what a character case does is you can look up certain letters. So IVXCL, and it could be A to Z if you really want it to be. And this is going to be grabbing any Roman numeral that we'd find on one of these lines. And then we added a plus just to make sure it's one or more. And then we put /line, so when we find all, it'll find each and every Roman numeral that you can find in this document. And then the next part is we add /sonnet/. So we put the closing tag first here because this is called the open close method. So when I replace all, it'll add an extra closing tag, which we wouldn't clean up. What we do is we can just remove it. We can remove the extra one. We can just remove the extra one like this. And then we can add the last one. And then that's one of the last steps. And then Other step we're going to be looking for is we're going to be looking for any line that starts with //sonnet, and then we find all. And then what we can do is we can then do /1/L. So the caret case here is picking up anything that starts at the beginning of the line, and then for the character case we're going to be doing /1/N. We find all, and then we can replace it. And then what we do is, then we're just going to be doing cleanup work by removing the line elements here. And then we're going to be removing the line element here and here. Then we're going to be changing this to title, and then author, and then we finished going over regex, using regex to mark up Shakespeare's The Sonnets. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day.